This is a 1963 Impala two-door hardtop. This is a one family-owned car. It came out of Houston, Texas, and it was on a Coffee Walk episode. And they didn't want anybody to steal it, so the brother took the transmission out, which is a Power Glide, and put it in the trunk. So the transmission is in the trunk, but this is a super solid car, has a 283, but one owner, one family owned car. This is another Impala. This is lot 121, and this would be a good one. We also have Parts and Projects Impalas, and we'll show you some other ones, but I want to show you a couple other things here. This is a 1970 Coronet RT. It is an automatic car, but less than 2,200 of these little buggers were built. We're going to be doing an auction June 10th in Denver, Colorado, and no kidding, I inventoried 10 or more 68 to 70 Coronet RTs, most of them 4-speeds. Crazy, crazy. Watch for that. I'm almost done with inventory. Right next to it is a 1969 Coronet RT. And, ouch, this one is a Hi-Pro 440. And both of these cars, very rare. 123 TA, 122 TA, they're going to be right after our Impala. Now I want to show you another one over here. Now if you're from Nobles County or in southwest Minnesota, this might look familiar to you. Alright, this is Dick Dykes recycler drag car from Worthington, Minnesota. I had Dykes Auto Salvage, and believed to be the motor in here is a 440, and according to guys in southwest Minnesota, and Mr. Bones, John Bones, the son-in-law to Cannonberg, this motor was built by McCandless, who was a famous motor builder for Chrysler and drag racer. And but anyway, it's down in Texas now. So this was on Richard Rawlings when he bought Denny Cannonberg's collection, and Dennis bought it at that one, and now you'll be able to buy it at this one. But don't you think this GTX needs to come back and go to southwest Minnesota? I do. Right here is a 1970 Ford Cobra Torino. This is a Cobra Jet car, and this is lot 71 TA. Almost everything here has titles. I think we only have 10 that don't. This is lot 70T. This is a 1963 Chrysler 300 convertible. Now, this was an Indy pace car. This one in particular has no track time, but it was the dealers, they had 500 or less of them. The dealers got these, and this is believed to be one of those dealer cars. This is our Mustang row. I want to show you a weird little guy here. So, when I first saw this one, I thought it was house paint. But this is actually a very rare 1967 Ford Mustang Dusk Rose 390 GT 4-speed car. And so this one is one of 4 in those combinations. Should go back to being restored. We'll go over here. All right. We have quite a few pickups. We'll come back to that guy. All right, this is a 1964 Volkswagen microbus. Have you ever seen a Type 2 T1 as rusty as this? Came out of Michigan. That'd be a good one for a rod. We got a really nice little 1948 1951 Willys military Jeep. This is restored. There's some Corvettes. And I had a guy from Minnesota call me today, and I want to show you this car. All right, everybody knows I like Camaros. This is a 1969 SS Camaro, and she's rusty. This is lot 84T. It does not have the big block in it, but it is an SS car. Was a 396 car, and does have the title and tags. You can see we also have a whole slew of Camaros here. And we'll go one more over here. Okay. Those are all Trans Ams and Firebirds, Project Parts cars. Well, there's Cadillacs over there. All right, this is lot 11TA. It's going to be in the middle of the sale. In 1979, Heinz and Yarborough held the record for the Cannonball Run, which is a coast-to-coast race. And then this was their car. Richard found it in a junkyard in Texas and called Dennis. They bought it, rescued it, and most Cannonball cars are never out in the public at all. You can't find them, can't buy them. And this is the Heinz Yarborough car. They have plaque and documentation. And so this is an actual Cannonball car. Now, why is it here? Why is this significant? Well, in 2007, Richard and Dennis were doing a rally up in Canada, and they were at the starting line, and the guy goes, "Hey, I bet you guys 50,000 bucks you can't beat the Heinz and Yarborough record on the Cannonball." And being those guys, they went, "Yeah." And so he had a Ferrari, 1999 Ferrari. They drove from Canada to New York, took off, and they beat the Heinz and Yarborough record in 2007. And so that's why it's here. That's why it's significant. This is the car and the record that those guys beat. Now, if you talk to Dennis, and I'd like you to come here, you can ask him all you want about it. He said that it wasn't as easy as it seems. It was actually a very grueling time. They had a lot of tech. They had maps, you know, in 2007, you know, if their phones weren't as savvy as they are now. But anyway, he said it was very grueling, and he said one of the biggest hang-ups that they had was truckers blocking them. So they'd be on the CB and go, "Hey, coming in hot," and once in a while one of them guys would block them. But he said they averaged about 150 miles an hour. All right, Trans Am, Project Parts. Over here is our GTO row. All right, let's go up here. We'll cut across here. You can see that we have a whole bunch of cars. These will be at the beginning for a lot of street rod candidates. A lot of Chevrolets, a lot of Fords, a lot of stuff for street rod stuff. There's quite a few 40 Chevys, and this right here is a 40 Chevrolet Deluxe convertible. Very rare car, and this will be the 22nd thing that we sell. I particularly like this one. This is a 1935 Chevy Coupe with wasps, I see. And it's sitting on a frame, but very super clean body. Very clean body. All right, here's one that probably you would think wouldn't belong. But this is a 1908 Buick, model 10, I believe it is, Eric, are not correct? And it's a 4-seater. And this will be number 18 to sell. There's our GTO row, Project Parts. Here's some choice for people on site. All right, let's go over here. Here's our motorcycle section. All right, now I grew up in the 80s, and I had that particular three-wheeler, a 200X. And you know, when you're doing tricks, see those foot pegs there? I remember you lay over to the side, spin cookies, but once in a while your calf got caught underneath those little serrated foot feet, and oh my gosh, did that hurt. But here's an assortment of three-wheelers. They're going to be right at the beginning. Here's some little oddball Corvairs, a bug-eyed Sprite, a Nicky Lauda, who's a Formula One driver. You've seen the movie Rush, where he was a Formula One driver that was severely burned in a crash. This is Nicky Lauda Special Alfa Romero. Here's our Cadillac section. '54 Cadillac, very solid, complete car. 66, 70. Now this one here is a little particular. This is a 1962 Cadillac Fleetwood. But what's so unusual, it's a flat top, and it's a, now I might say this wrong, but it's a Pininfarina. I probably said it wrong, but it's designed by him, and that special package on that car. And some other oddball stuff. Oh, we'll go over here. Oh, this was added the other day. This is a 1970 Camaro SS. We can't verify that it's a true SS 350 car. Has had body work. She's got some rust. Came out of Arkansas. And that was on actually an episode for Gas Monkey Garage. All right. Over here we have some little pickups. I want to show you a weird one over here. It's very muddy but sunny. Okay, this is a 1978 Toyota Club Cab Dually pickup. These were for export overseas, and only a handful of them made them back into the American market. So this is actually a foreign market car. I could imagine it flying across the desert. All right. There's our Coronets. Remember, June 10th, 90 Mopars, guys. This is a Newport, Chrysler Newport. All right, now I want to show you some Oldsmobiles. This is a 1969 Oldsmobile Cutlass Holiday Coupe. Very clean car, nice car. All right, now this one here is a 1969 Oldsmobile 442 Holiday Coupe. Now, we cannot verify that if this is a W30 car or not, so we want you to come out and take a look. And there's a probability that this is a W30 car. We also wonder if that motor is in this car. So take a look at the catalog. You guys tell us, all right? This is a 1970 Oldsmobile 442 convertible. Nice car. Needs to be built. Okay. Here we have a 68 Grand Prix, actually. Yep. And just sitting there. But let me take you over here. I want to show you this car. All right, this one here is probably one of my faves out of the whole deal. And this is lot 63T, so it's going to be the 63rd one sold. Now, Dennis and the guys got this on a Coffee Walk episode. You can see in the catalog, we've got it linked. But came out of Texas, and rumor had it that this was a private armored car for an oil man carrying money and gold just for him. Now, we can't prove that. Can't prove it. But it is heavy. And look at this. This is a specially made bulletproof glass. You got our little holes that didn't penetrate. Gun turret holes, and whoever was in the back was locked in 3 ways. They weren't getting out of there. So whatever they were hauling in here was very, very valuable. This is a 1948 Dodge, but look at that beast. And in the back there's little fans. They were baking their ass off in there. It had, in Texas, it had to be so hot in there, just crazy hot. There's a 42 Ford. There's a binder. This is a really nice 1976 Custom Deluxe half-ton step-side pickup, very clean. There's a Jimmy down in the corner, believed to run. We have not got it started. We'll go up here. There's our Mustang section. I heard some farmland sold in Minnehaha County today for $21,500 along Highway 11. Holy criminy. I believe it was Bly's. Here's a 1961 ramp-side pickup. Now, it's a Corvair ramp-side. Now, why is this kind of significant? Well, they didn't make a lot of them, and they were used a lot for racing, drag racing. And you see it has the ramp door there. So the guys would follow their drag racer down the track, and they would pop that open, get tools out, pick up their guy. And so these were, a lot of racers used these, a lot of drag racers. Let's go up here. we'll go up here, and then I've got to finish some other stuff. But this auction is Saturday, April 29th at 9:30, rain, shine, hell or high water. And the other day I was worried about the high water thing. But, and then online, there's Camaros. Everybody knows I'm a little partial to Chevelles and Camaros. Quite a few 70s in here. All right, this is a 73 Dodge Charger, or excuse me, Challenger, Dodge Challenger. Clean car, solid, needs to be built. 66 Mustang convertible, no motor, a lot of parts inside, clean little guy. This is a 1968 Dodge Charger, and it was supposed to be blue. Somebody painted it green. Interior is complete. It's actually a really good car. Now this next one is a 1973 Dodge Charger. This is a special option or special edition, and it's got the big block and every option you could think of. But anywho, we want to see you at the auction, and it's April 29th, 9:30 a.m., Nevada, Texas. Go to the website, and otherwise you can register now to be an online bidder. Now, if you registered online and all of a sudden go, you know what, I want to go, you can. Just come to the trailer, we'll look you up, get your number, and that's okay too. Let me see if there's anything else in here. Real nice clean Buick. That's one family from the area here actually. Really good rod stuff. All right, make sure to check out all of our auctions. We got a lot of stuff coming up, and that's VanderbrinkAuctions.com. If you're looking to have a sale, I want to work with you. And 605-201-7005. And it's never too early to book for next year, actually. We have a lot of people that call and do that. They're not quite ready right now, but next year we've had quite a few large collections like that. But June 10th, big Mopar auction in Colorado, Denver, Colorado. And, well, I think that's all I got. Really, really nice today. And my husband and everybody's flying in today. And I can go over here maybe. More project parts, Firebirds, Trans Ams, Camaros. Just, you know, next year there will be a different inventory. We'll have the lot paved. And so just keep following along. We got a lot of cool stuff coming up. Also, if you're looking to sell your farm, your home, we'd like to help you on that too. And with that, I got some other stuff to do, and we'll see you at the auction. VanderbrinkAuctions.com.